Now, for more analysis, we're joined by Mr. Khalid Dawood, Managing Editor at Al-Ahram Weekly from Cairo, and we're also joined by Ms. Amani Suleiman, Associated Professor at Alexandria University from Beijing. Good afternoon to you both, and welcome to our special coverage. Let me start with Mr. Dawood. And Mr. Dawood, how decisive was Egypt's mediation in actually shaping and securing the first phase of the Gaza ceasefire, especially in countering Israeli maximum demands and ensuring Palestinian interests weren't sidelined?
Well, thank you, Mona, for having me. Always good to be with you. I mean, again, I think from the beginning of this war 2 years ago, Egypt's firm stand on Palestinian rights have been very influential in setting the end of this war 2 years later. As you know, following Israel's breach of the latest ceasefire agreement that was mediated by Mr. Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, in March, Israel has intensified its attacks against the Palestinian people and started its campaign military campaign against Gaza City, aiming basically to displace more than 1 million Palestinians and push them further down towards the Egyptian border, and to carry out this long-standing Israeli kind of ambition to end the Palestinian and liquidate the Palestinian cause by forcing Palestinians in Gaza to displace to Egypt, and the Palestinians in the West Bank to displace to Jordan. So along with the other key Arab nations, Egypt have stood firmly against these Israeli ambitions and recognized that the aims of the current fanatic government in Israel is not limited to Gaza, but actually aims at placing Israel as the dominant power in the region, doing whatever it wants, not just in Gaza, but in Syria, in Lebanon, in Yemen, in all the fronts, and in Iran, of course, where Israel have been acting militarily without any restraints from the world or from the American side in particular, which provides all the backing for the Israeli side. After the irresponsible and reckless Israeli operation against Qatar, attacking the Hamas leaders while meeting to discuss the Trump proposal for ending the war, I guess Egypt, along with Qatar, have led this pressure on the American administration to warn clearly that this kind of Israeli behavior threatens not just regional peace, but even U.S. interests. And it seems that the American president has finally came to the same conclusion. And even if judged, Mona, by the interview he made yesterday with Fox after announcing the deal, basically saying that he informed Netanyahu in a phone call that Israel cannot fight the whole world. I mean, unfortunately, it took the American president almost 9 months to reach this conclusion, but the Egyptian pressure, the coordination with Arab countries, the coordination with European countries that have increasingly recognized the Palestinian state and staying firm on Egypt's principled position on the Palestinian rights and the right to statehood are all important factors that led to this result we saw yesterday. And let me say one last thing, Mona, which is that I think it was very smart from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to issue this invitation for U.S. President Donald Trump to come attend the signing of the peace deal that's expected to take place in a matter of 24 hours, because this confirms direct U.S. involvement, not just in this first stage of the deal, exchange of prisoners and release of Palestinian prisoners and partial withdrawal, but for the remainder of the plan, which means a permanent end to the war, total Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, and allowing the Palestinian Authority to recapture control of Gaza or over Gaza and link that to the West Bank as a path towards building the Palestinian state. Those are the important points that Egypt kept on repeating, and the presence of Trump in Egypt in the coming 2 days is definitely going to mean his personal involvement, and that his own reputation is at stake, and not just that of senior officials in his administration.